everyone, and welcome to another episode in the crash and burn presidency of the Pussy Grabber. He's in full flight, absolutely full flight. Did I not say in my very last video, he'll be looking for a war now. He needs a really big distraction, and sure enough, he sends out threats to Iran in capital letters. It's staggering, is it not? And I really feel, don't worry, the Pentagon has his number. I feel for the people at the top of the Pentagon going, how are we going to rein him in? But I suspect they've already disconnected the red button as a precautionary measure. They would have plans afoot, you know. So contained he must be. Unbelievable stuff. That was followed, of course, by Trey Gowdy, who's been such a turnip and so vile throughout this thing. And he is now coming out against the trumpet and saying that his advisors should resign if they won't listen to him. I don't know who he thinks would step in to advise Krusty the Clown. Who would you get? I don't know. Maybe he just needs some Marines in there or something. I mean, I don't know who he'd listen to. Here we go. So, as we speak, I'm uploading another video on, what is it on? Oh, the money side of things. So you'll probably get that one just before this one. But before I start this, I just wanted to send a shout out to all my fellow readers. Thank you, everyone, because I know we're all just doing our best, to the best of our ability, to try and keep on top of this stuff for you all. And so here's a shout out to Kirsten and Linda G and the Empress and Dweller Between Waters and Soul Life Hypnotherapy. Oh, bless. There's so many readers out there doing a good job. Rosie, hats off to you, mate. You're doing an amazing job. Look, we do what we can. Now, before we get to this reading, which is going to be about Carter Page and the Manafort trial, heating up, I have to tell you I've got new cards. I actually saw another reader using them and I just gravitated to them through the screen. Hard to pronounce, probably got it wrong. The Japanese deck, because they're French, and that's not very French, but I don't understand the connection, but they're French cards. Gorgeous. So I hope you like them. So, oh, hold on, I'm going to try pause. I hope that all works. I've just paused this video for the first time. I don't normally do pause. Okay. I've got a new spread I want to do for the new cards here. So we're going to start with Carter Page. How weird is this man? He's very weird. He's ultra weird. The Republicans keep waffling, you know, about, oh, wasn't this dreadful, the campaign being under surveillance. No, the campaign wasn't the subject of surveillance. The FBI were following Carter Page since 2013, that's 1-3, and then he goes into the campaign. They were following Manafort, who ends up in the campaign. They just keep following the crooks, and they ended up stumbling around, and that meant the FBI was then forced into, by doing surveillance on these people, looking at the campaign. Same with Roger Stone. No. Talk about ass about face, as we say in Australia. No, they were following the crooks, and that led them inexorably, follow the dots, follow the money, into the bosom of the illustrious Trump campaign. So let's just get that straight, shall we? So we're going to look at Carter Page. So let me just do this new spread. Carter Page. So we're doing this. I'll let you look at these gorgeous new cards. I'm going to put these face down for now. We'll come to them. Okay, so for Carter Page, this is his signifier, this is his outward qualities and his inward qualities. I don't know if qualities is the right word when you're talking about someone like Carter Page, because he's such a shallow, conniving little dickhead. But I pay tribute to the Empress for this spread. I love it. Okay, so he is what in this deck is the 10 of Gardens. That's the 10 of Discs. Should we be surprised, viewers? The man is into money. He lives, breathes, and is motivated by money. You know, if there's any karmic justice, these people are going to end up cleaning prison courtyards with a toothbrush on their hands and knees. They are so devoted exclusively to money. Do they ever give a thought to anything else? They are so vacuous, it's scary. So, Mr. Looking for Money at Any Price. Oh, sorry, did you see on CNN, viewers, where he was saying, oh, I've never been a Russian informant. Oh, not me. And Chris Tapper or someone just played him the tape or showed him the transcript where he said himself, yes, I was an informal liaison with the Kremlin. Either he was big noting himself and blowing up his CV and thinking that that would be a great thing to say, or he's lying, or both. Was he recruited by Russia? Oh, God, who knows? Okay, so his outward quality. Outwardly, the star. Outwardly, you know, as a young man, I'm going to shine, you know, inspiration. Stick with me. I've got all the ideas. I am so onto it. So that's how he conventionally presented. Not so much now. He just looks like a maddie. His inward qualities. Don't be deceived. He's stronger than he looks. So although he comes across as a shallow rat bag, he's tougher than he looks, right? What has his goal been? Ooh, not pretty, Carter Page. Ooh, this is more sinister than I was expecting. This is the Death card in this new deck. That's really weird as a goal. So that is not good in terms of, was he recruited by the Russians? What was his goal? You could only say it was the death of something, and perhaps the death of the USA, in the sense that he was prepared to sell his soul. Oh, I wasn't expecting that. Oh, the ugliness is unbound. What was his motivation for this? Oh, serving himself. This is the Sun card. In this context, you know, we've talked about the Sun being a great card and positive when it turns up in personal readings for normal people. We've talked about the Sun shining a light on the crooked dealings of these people. But this is the Sun as ego. You see, he saw himself as the star, and he was driven by ego. He couldn't make an imprint as a high flyer. He's not so much a corporate type. So he thought by turning his back on his own country, by jumping into bed with the Russians, that fed his ego. Oh, yucky poo-poo. What's at stake with the Carter Page? Oh, the Hermit. I don't think he's getting any invites to the cocktail parties. I don't think anyone's responding to Carter Page on eHarmony. I think, at best, the kindest I could say, and I don't know why I want to be kind, he's going to be isolated as the hermit, because the star and an ego like this one, the ego is in the centre of it all. This isn't a voluntary retreat. It could also mean, oh, I hope, jail. But the very least is he's a pariah in the party, and that's partly because he's a loose cannon and partly because he is an imbecilic, nasty guy. I don't think he's even that socialised. I don't think he's someone, even at his height, even before all this FBI stuff, I don't think he was, exciting and talented. He's not that sort of person. So this is his needs. What are his needs? Oh, this is the Queen of Discs. Money again, in the service of money. Now, I just made a joke about eHarmony. This might be his wife. It could be his mother. It could be trying to please his mother. But is she alive even? Is Mother Carter still with us? If anyone can answer that question. She may be, she may not be. I think he's trying to please Mom. God knows what she was like. So we're going to move on now. What is the source of these needs? Oh, I'm going to go back, viewers. I'm going to go back. That was, sorry, I've got new cards and a new spread, so it's not quite so automatic. Let me think about that again. The Queen of Discs, I think that's the famous Queen of Discs with the antlers in the Toth deck. Oh, here we go. Now, I've thought about this long and hard, viewers, about who that mystery woman is. Have you noticed? Other readers keep saying, who is this woman? Who is this woman? I'm convinced now, not just in this reading, that it is Rebecca Mercer. I'm going to call it, that's my vote, for what it's worth, that the Queen of Discs, who keeps turning up, the powerful woman and money, is Rebecca Mercer. For me, from this point, I'm just going to call it. And the Queen of Discs, which I didn't sort of register instantly visually. Aren't these cards gorgeous? I think that's Rebecca. This makes more sense of the whole layout now. Yes, I was thinking it's his mother. I don't think it's Mother Carter at all. I think it's Rebecca. Is there anything that Rebecca is not involved with? Talk about the ultimate traitor. Talk about the Death Eater. Rebecca Mercer. Jesus. Okay. So, onwards and offwards. What is the source of his needs? Oh, the Knight of Wands. Wanting to be a hero. Boys' fantasy. Yeah, right. Not that interesting. What is going to be the effect of all this? Sorry, let me pull you down to the cards again. The Empress. Oh, goodness me. The effect is, these are two very strong female cards. He was bought and sold by a woman. Oh, Lordy. Oh, dear. Okay, I hadn't sort of appreciated that until now. Oh, yes. Okay, when I look at Carter Page, I'm not seeing a Lothario there. He's not someone you look at and go, oh, wow, lady killer. Okay, and it's not like that. He was bought and sold outright by a woman. And I'm going to say it, it's Rebecca. Oh, I had no idea. The current question, while I'm shuffling on Manafort, The question today on the news channels and stuff online, was he being recruited as a Russian agent? He says, no, I wasn't. He wouldn't know. He wouldn't have a clue. I almost feel sorry for Putin. I mean, here he is trying to infiltrate a campaign in 2015, 2016. He's got the goal of destabilising America and really rattling the free world. And he's got this cast of idiots. Who's he got to work with? Who's he got to work with? I mean, if it was a manpower agency, you'd be rejecting these guys outright. They've got the skills of a guinea pig. They just are not up to the job. They're not even up to being recruited as mercenaries or spies. They can't handle complexity. They can't think outside the box. They're driven by their own shallow, stupid egos. They only want money. These are not ideological guys. Poor Vladimir. Vladimir is not well, by the way. Vladimir is looking sick around the gills. I'll have to do a reading on Vladimir. Okay. Now, I'm already at 15 minutes, so this is going to be quick on Manafort's trial because we'll have updates. This won't be the last time I look at this. This will go on for months. So just to finish this reading, I'm going to do a little short one on the Manafort trial. So it's Monday night in Australia. You'll probably get this your Monday afternoon or so. So let's see, even tomorrow night, what's happening to the Manafort trial in the early stages. Okay. Delusion. Not surprised, yes. Okay. What we're going to hear in the first wave, if you like, or let's put it another way. Why Manafort started doing what he was doing. The Seven of Tides, which is the Seven of Cups, it's the Playboy card, if you like. Illusion, delusion around money, riches, power, decadence. He just wanted the good life. Again, he's not driven by, a conventional treasonous hatred of America or a love of Russia or anything, really. It's just whoever paid him. It's not quite the mercenary card, but it's related to it in the sense it's the card of being dazzled by the idea of wealth, power, but there's also a playing energy with it. This is, back in the day when he was a young thing. But I don't know if you can see in this card, but the snakes are swirling. He was prepared to do any snake-like activity that would make him money and get him the pearls and the crown. We also have here the Ace of Gardens, which is the Ace of Discs. Boom, it's an ace, so it's important. It's the Ace of Money and Fool's Gold. So how perfect are those together? He's dazzled by the pearls, the jewels, the money, the riches, and it's Fool's Gold because now he's ended up in the polyester outfit. I mean, I guess they'll let him wear suits to court, but that'll be the last time he'll be wearing suits. He'll be in court. Okay, then there's the Temperance card. The Temperance card here, temperance being a bit of restraint, integrating the information. Temperance card is about integration, so we're going to all have to integrate truckloads of information to try and keep track of the snakes in the grass. that he's been doing for years and years and years. So I read integration in that sense. We're going to have to integrate all this into the bigger narrative of what went on, with Paul Manafort and his business, and later with the campaign. As we speak into the short-term future, the Six of Tides, which is the Six of Cups, nostalgia. Not surprising, viewers. If you were Paul Manafort, you would be looking back, wouldn't you, with nostalgia to the time when you were a playboy, when you had it all, and now his piggy bank is being run dry, I'm sure. Imagine what those lawyers are charging. You know, MAGA, make attorneys great again. He's going to end up broke. Absolutely broke. So, on that note of crystal, I'll leave you with that, viewers. Don't worry, I really don't think there'll be a war in the conventional sense. What Donald should be focusing on is really making sure FEMA or whoever your organisation is for natural disasters is really on point. The money should be going to them, and they should have good people, because you're going to be dealing with a lot of natural disasters this August, and that is far more worrying than what he can do, or stupid threats to Iran. So, bless. I wonder if he knows that Russia and Iran are acting together. Loves one, hates one. I don't think he's worked it out because he doesn't read his bullet points. Bye for now.